their lives, their roles,
We are here to find common ground.
their passions,
We deserve to be recognized, for legislation to be made so that we can be part of governance.
their goals,
So this is a collective campaign.
their resolve.
Promote women's engagement in peace building.
From politics to development, from justice to equity,
I'm looking for eradication of gender violence.
from policies to empowerment. We bring you the details and the issues affecting women. We give voice to those who seek to bring them to bear.
The men have to be part of the solution.
We go on the journey, seeking the depth, bridging the gap, finding solutions.
This is where the heart of women beats.
Gender Agenda with Adora. Gender Agenda. Women rising. Hello and welcome to Gender Agenda. I am your host, as usual, Adora Nature. Now, this week on Gender Agenda, we will be reflecting towards the 2019 election, how women are mobilizing and galvanizing in their different groups to see more women emerge at the election and also encourage permanent voters registration as it has been extended to August 30th. A few weeks ago, and coupled with some of the months past, we have been showing you reviews and the intentional mobilization of women towards enhancing women's participation in election through the Women to Women March, which happened sometime in March at the Eagle Square in the FCT Abuja. The summit you're about to see today is a summit of women converging to look at issues of mobilization, election funding, and also political party mainstreaming women at the different sectors within the political parties. We got different interviews from different women groups, and also we saw how some of the women were put in their different groups to be able to itemize issues of priority towards the 2019 elections and beyond.
Good morning, everybody. This is Nigeria, where only 5 females have been appointed as deputy governors in almost a decade. This is Nigeria, where huge female votes do not translate to parliamentary seats. This is Nigeria, where women make up 49.4% as of last week, yet the overall political representation is 7%. Almost the lowest in the world. There are 15 female world leaders currently in office. 15. 8 are their country's first woman in power. Though Nigeria has never produced a female president, we've never produced a vice president, a governor, or a senate president. We have our first females that have paved ways and must be acknowledged. Sarah Jibril is the first female president aspirant in 2011. Remi Shonaya is the first female candidate, presidential candidate in 2015. Aisha Al-Hassan is the first female governor candidate. Monsurat Somono is the first female speaker. And in 58 years of an organization in Nigeria, a woman became the first female national president. 58 years of Nasima, we've never had a woman done it. It's been men. And we have a woman who did it. Iyalode Alaba-Lawson.
This is Gender Agenda.
Nigerian women are very active in politics, as we all know, but we hold very few elective positions. And on Women Radio 91.7, we have a program called Political Arena, and we have interviewed a huge percentage of female politicians. And every time, the same message is being passed on. We lack this, we have challenges in this area. They itemize the issues that they face, the challenges that they face, that stop them from holding the selective positions. And we decided we were going to do this. And so we reached out to Nigerian Women Trust Fund and Women in Politics Forum. And that is how we're here today, to ensure that women work together at all levels to make sure that we hold elective positions.
I believe that this meeting is timely. I believe that Nigeria needs to have more women in politics. I believe that Nigeria's leadership role in West Africa and Africa as a whole demands that. And I believe that having more Nigerian women in politics will enable the country to achieve all its development goals, including the Sustainable Development Goals. And so having a meeting of women aspirants of this nature is critical, because this is the first stage, but it's a very important stage for women to come together and to be able to strategize and begin to form their agenda for the political battles ahead.
Thank you. All right, my name is Adora Onyechere, and I am a broadcast journalist, also an aspirant, looking towards the 2019 elections for the Imo State House of Assembly, or Piwe constituency to be precise, God willing.
There is no doubt that the knowledge to be gained from these panel discussions that will come up later, the debates and presentations around issues of resource mobilization, campaign management, overcoming political parties' orders and media visibility, we move your campaign to the next level, and that of winning your elections. Please note that this summit is a mark of solidarity, that Nigerian women, if on an equal playing ground with men, can excel and contribute immensely to the advancement of democratic governance in Nigeria. Nigeria as a country since independence has been challenged by security issues, corruption, poverty, and other developmental issues, which only the equal and active participation of women and men can reduce to the barest level. Nigeria cannot continue to be the giant of Africa with just only 5.8% of almost half of its population occupying elective seats at the national level. Nigerian women are strong and have refused to be weighed down by stereotypical beliefs of women are weak, women don't like themselves. We all know that that's no longer true. Women vote for women in the next elections. 2019 is just a few months away. I urge you all to vote for women in these coming elections into various seats. And then men who have been having free votes from women should also be prepared. Because this time around, women are already mobilizing and will only vote for men who are he's for she's, and for men who are ready to advance a gender-responsive democratic process in Nigeria. At this point, I'd like you all to feel at home. We are one because we are working towards the development and growth of Nigeria. There is no nation that can stand on one feet. Women are critical and important to the growth and development of Nigeria.
I think it's absolutely apt, and I think more of this kind of events should be, done periodically, not just towards the election period. I find it a bit, emotional, because I feel that we would have started Ab Initio a long time ago, before the 2019 elections. For issues concerning gender and women in a male-dominated environment, you need consistent advocacy, and consistent advocacy means consistent meetings, consistent structured dialogue, lobbying. I think against every other thing, women are the classes of gender that needs to do more lobbying than even just the youth status quo. I say that because you're looking at culture, you're looking at religion, you're looking at career, you're also looking at ethnicity, and you're also looking at funding, which is the key conversation in today's event. So I think it's one of the highlighted events that, looking towards the 2019 election, that more women can regroup, not just once in a while, but periodically, especially at the rural level.
My name is Omobolanle Ashabi Sarumi Aliyu from Oyo State. I'm aspiring to be the first female governor in Oyo State 2019, God willing, under a party called ANRP, Abundant Nigeria Renewal Party.
This is Gender Agenda.
I am Yalode Alaba Lawson, the National President of the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, NACIMA. Well, it's a very good initiative. It has brought us women together, whether you are a politician or whether you are aspiring for any post all over the country. So definitely it's a good initiative to see how can women come together and achieve something out of it so that more women will be in political posts in the country. And when they are there, they are not only there for themselves, they are there for all women. And that's why we are all here. Whether you're a politician or you're aspiring to be one, or whether you have done one or you're aspiring to be higher, or whether you are not a non-partisan. So we are all gathered here, so I appreciate the initiative for coming together as women.
What will you be doing differently? I've just mentioned it, for example. I keep saying bountiful. Bountiful means we're all going to go into many businesses. Agriculture is going to be woken up. We are going to encourage farmers to have equipment and build silos for them. Can you imagine how many farmers have worked so hard, toiled the soil, produced these tomatoes, and then they went to the market to sell it. They only managed to sell half. They've gone back home with the produce and it spoils within a day or two. Do you know how much they've lost? So if we calculate what people are losing in what they produce and they cannot preserve, it's also a loss to the country. My mother is English. She's from United Kingdom of England. I do not need to be in this race. I can be living in England and live a comfortable life. But I refuse because I was born in UCH. I went to primary school in Ibadan. I went to secondary school in Ibadan. So I know what should be right in my state. And that is why I am so emotional about this issue. The people watching me out there, they will come with money because they've made you poor till now. They've given you extreme poverty. So when they dangle the meat in your face, you will grab it and begin to serve them. Think well. Think and see what have they delivered before. If you've been in power before for 4 years, what policy did you bring in place for my people of your state? If you did not deliver, we're not voting you 2019.
So we've seen that the major political parties are the ones playing out in these 2019 elections. Under which party are you coming out from? And what are your chances of winning?
I'm coming under the platform of ANRP, Abundant Nigerian Renewal Party. People ask me, Bola, why aren't you with APC? Why aren't you with PDP? Why aren't you with the Giants? Will the Giants allow a woman to step up and say she wants to be the governor? Will the Giants allow a young woman of 39 years old to be in the race? I don't want them to waste my time because I'm not in this to waste my time. I'm not growing gray hairs. I'm not growing gray hairs because of just to be noticed. I'm not having sleepless nights while I'm waking up 5 a.m. planning for my children, the children of your state, for their lives to be better. I'm not in this for a joke. That is why I'm with a new party. And the party will grow because don't be discouraged. Let me tell you, they all started from somewhere. They were a small party initially. And where are they today? So the people need to believe in themselves and know that they have the power. You are the ones that will make me the governor, not them make me the governor. There's another young man in the race as well in my party. He's a young man and he's also living in the United States. Yeah, so I'm not bothered about that because let me tell you, God gives power. When you force yourself to be in a position God has not ordained for you, you will mess up when you get there. So it has come out of my mouth that I'm contesting to be the governor of Oyo State 2019, and I believe God is solidly behind me, and I leave the rest to God, but I will make sure I work hard.
Bold enough to say she wants to contest for an elective position, we say vote for her. So that's number one. Number two, campaign for her. Wherever you find yourself, in the mosque, in the church, at work, in the market, campaign for another woman. Every woman can do that. At home, campaign for her. Wherever, anytime you have an opportunity to talk in a public place, campaign for her. So as a female aspirant, female presidential aspirants are campaigning for themselves, let them hold alongside the female governorship aspirants. Campaign for ourselves. And you, the woman that is ordinary, you're not contesting for any election, campaign for her. So we vote for them, we campaign for them, we fund them. You know, there is, the money is there. Even if it's 1 naira, put it in there to fund her, because a lot of female politicians do have financial challenges, as they've said here and as we know. So and you need a lot of money to campaign. So put your money down and fund her. If it's 1 naira, you can commit it. If 1 million women decide to put 1,000 naira down, we know what that translates into. So you have your money, put it down and fund her. If you don't believe in giving money out, say you have a printing organization, commit to printing flyers for them. Commit to investing and supporting their campaigns and what have you. So vote for her, campaign for her, fund her, and you know, the fourth thing we all can do is pray for her.
This is Gender Agenda. Considering the number of women that are running for office towards 2019 election, and considering the numbers already available at the Senate and the National Assembly, which are very minimal and least to say, it is very, very obvious that we need to encourage more women to participate in the elections, but more so to come out and vote. We believe also that the political parties have a charge to be able to determine at least a specific affirmation number for women to be able to emerge during the primaries towards the 2019 elections. Women need to galvanize as much as mobilize. Winnie Mandela was a front runner for Nelson Mandela during the election and led the charge of the election, a pinnacle towards the release of Mandela from prison. We need to set our women free and get them out of prison. The prison of non-participation, the prison of lacking voices, and the prison of non-voters' participation. 30th August is a deadline for continuous voters registration. If you haven't got your PVC as a woman, please go out there and get your PVC. If you have not registered, please, we urge you to register. The power of one vote can change the life of a million. Till we see you again next time, Gender Agenda. I am yours truly, Adora Onyechere. Thank you for staying with us.
My name is Janet Mba Afolabi. I'm a CNN award-winning journalist. I'm the coordinator of Media Women Forum. I'm the treasurer of the Guild of Online Corporate Publishers, and I publish Scroll Online. Today's event is a fantastic effort at bringing women together, female aspirants, to rub minds on how they can strategically move together, work together towards the 2019 election. It's a great move because the women are bearing their minds, their challenges, and the way forward. How can we work with one another to ensure that from the primaries to the real election, women are represented? Because the women are not really represented, although the 35% affirmative is still on. But we want more, we want like 45. We may not be asking for 50-50 now, but we can ask for 45 because we deserve it. We are partners in progress, we are with the men, and we are mothers of the nation. And women are more dedicated and more committed to whatever they believe in. And I believe that those who are really passionate about politics will take politics to greater heights and governance to greater heights in Nigeria.
My name is Eunice Atuejide, and I'm the founder and national chairman of the National Interest Party, and I'm running for the presidency under the NIP platform. One of the things I am determined to do is to bring transparency and accountability to our system of governance in Nigeria.
The function came at the right time to bring the women together, to encourage them, to motivate them, to give them that assurance that they have to come out and act and speak so that to get to the promised line.
We're a great nation.